Alright, this is a daily video series of me scaling my website agency from $0 to $10,000 a month. The entire purpose of this video series was to keep me accountable, to be disciplined, to be posting every single day, to be doing things in my business that I can post about. If you've been one of the 5 people that have been following these videos, you may have noticed that I have not been doing that. The first time I did this speed run, it just worked so easily. I think I was getting, let me see the math here, 10% close ratio, basically, on my applications, 7%, which is kind of insane. So now that I've done 37 applications and I've got 0 closes, is something I'm doing wrong? This bug that I've gotten the past week or 2 weeks, this like uncertainty bug. Like, is this entire thing that I've been basing this challenge off of basically on Upwork, is that true? Is it really gonna work or not? You know, I've been going through personal stuff with my girlfriend. I'm like, is that what we want? Like, we moved to Vancouver. Do we want to be living in the city? And then it's like, well, where else should I be living? What stage of my life am I really in? There's just too much uncertainty. I think the biggest control on how disciplined you are in your day-to-day practices stems directly from your confidence and your conviction. You only have conviction when you have confidence. So it's like whenever there's any uncertainty or too much uncertainty, that will derail you on your path of discipline and motivation and everything. So what is the cure? Okay, so I have pretty much 0 money left, negative money. I have some money in stocks, but selling my stocks to pay off credit cards, or that's not a solution. It's like, okay, then what? Because it's just a short-term solution. Then I have to actually solve the problem again. So that's why I've kind of been in this state of like, well, let's just solve the problem. Why sell the stock? Just solve the problem. I actually heard a quote from Hormozy yesterday, and he was saying, if there was one piece of advice he would do, he would pick what he wanted to do and then do as much volume that it would be completely unreasonable for him to not achieve that. So that is just another piece of encouragement that outreach is the number one thing. And it's not even like whether you're doing the right outreach or the wrong outreach. It's like just do enough outreach that statistically and physically impossible for you to not achieve that goal. So I'm going back to what I know. Sending video looms for Upwork worked well. And then also sending a link in the first part of the message also worked well. Before, I would just send this. Here's a video and then here's a link. But now what I've started to do is add this question in. The only way you can get out of the requests and into their inbox is as soon as they reply to you. So I did that for the past this amount of time, and my close rate has been literally 0%. I think going back to that just link first would maybe help perform a little bit better. So I'm going to send a bunch of videos again today, and if I just keep up 10 a day, come on. Because yes, Upwork is expensive. However, if I spend $100 every day, like I did yesterday, the next 15 days, that'll be $1,500. I will land at least 1 client. And ideally, it gives me 7 clients. And then the cost to acquire those clients is 1 client or half a client, and then the 6.5 other clients are all profit or revenue for the business. I guess that's a lesson. Spend as much money as you possibly can on Upwork. I was in not a great place mentally. There's just too many things going on. I want to switch to ClickUp. I'm trying to manage stuff for the assistant. My designers are like, hey man, where's the work? I'm like this, my girlfriend's like this. I'm trying to figure out where we want to live. I'm running a business in Ottawa kind of half-time. I'm like, there's another client that's asking me for updates and I'm trying to fix his website for the update. Like, I got to switch 2 of my past clients to monthly recurring models. I'm not even going to open my list because I'm sure that the tasks that I'm trying to manage right now are like 5 times that. Oh, automations, trying to set up those automations for onboarding and SEO stuff. I've learned so many times that it takes me way too long to do things and I just need to hire people to do them. I can't hire someone to do the Upwork outreach for me because Upwork will ban your account. It's basically like my full-time job should just be Upwork outreach. And then I should pay everyone else in my life to do everything else. Anyways, we're still at $0. I guess tomorrow I will be updating the result of this call. So ideally we close the client. Honestly, I'm a little bit desperate, so I'll probably come down in price and do whatever he wants. It's not a good space to be in that scenario, but it is a space that you end up in at certain points. All right, well, see you tomorrow. All right, thanks. Peace.